Hello, this is the first presentation of FLOCO system. A FLOCO is dedicated to generate field layout concepts for offshore production systems of oil and gas. In this first video, we will present the system itself and its main functionalities, passing through all the disciplines. Where the first one is the general data, where we input the data regarding to the header that we're going to be placed in the automatic report that will be generated at the very end of the process. We have the design data that's common for all designs and concepts to be generated. We have the financial data where we estimate the projection of some key metrics regarding to the finances. And then once we get it, we go to the initiation of the modeling itself, which begins in the reservoir modeling. We input the main reservoir fluid properties. With those inputs, we have the material balance equation to be applied, and we also have the positioning of the well targets. So the positioning and the function of each one, we have in this case 16 target points. Among injection and production, we also have here the prediction curve. The predicted curves are the curves related to a given concept, a given typically satellite situation, where it's know the base curves for that application, which can be provided by simulation or any other tool, even historically. Well, dedicated videos to specific features will be provided in the future, also regarding to this theme, and this subject will be, of course, explained a little better. In this case, I already in the database where I set my TRL level of maturity of the component. So in this case, I am selecting one as per API 17N. So basically all the components will be selected in the database for this purpose of the video. Okay, so we have the database main components. These are in accordance to the TRL level of the design. Okay, for each item, I have some features and some attributes. We are going to update the inventory. The inventory are the items that we have available to our budgetary analysis. So I will pause here to, it takes some time. Okay, the inventory is being populated and almost completed. Okay, it's completed. So all my items are here in my inventory. So next point is the discipline of wells. In this case, I define the exclusion areas where are prohibited some, for instance, positioning of lines or equipments. So I can also here define the position of the wellheads. So there are targets. Okay. So also we can initiate defining the subsea layout. So in this case, I have in red, blue, and green, I have the production with water injection. Blue is water injection, and green is gas injection. I can set the group generation for some archetypes, typically satellite, manifolds, and loop types. Okay, I have also the definition of the boundary condition of the FPSO. In this case, we have only FPSO in this version. We define and assist the visualization of the shapes of the risers. We can define the environment conditions such as the type of soil, and we can define the import pipeline system, if it is the oil or gas system or both. We can have the export as well. In this case, we are setting for that exporting gas pipeline. Okay, so we are going to generate a concept. In this meanwhile, I'll explain what's going on here. We have the exclusion areas in orange here. Okay, we have the all flexible pipelines are dashed, and the continuous lines are rigid. In this case, we have no rigid, but we are going to have in the next case. So we have generated some concepts here. In this case, we have a typical satellite one. Okay, we can pass through some options. We have generated, for in this case, we have a manifolded type, an archetype of loop here, the production loop, to be more specific in this case. We have a good loop that gather all the production wellheads here in one single loop. Okay, we have also another loop here. In this case, we have a water injection loop. Okay, we have generated a lot of concepts. We have selected some here, few here to show in this presentation. In this next step, we continuing by the generation of the flow assurance analysis. So we are going to run the flow assurance to execute the calculation of the accumulated oil production and the gas and water itself. I will pause here in this. Well, the flow assurance analysis is almost completed. We have 20 years of design operational life of this project. We are in the 18, so we're almost there. So in this case, we have the solution for one concept that it takes a few minutes, from 1 minute up to 3 minutes, depending on the case, of running this flow assurance analysis. So we have the response in terms of curves of production. So with this, we can have the report ranking about the CapEx and the other operational metrics. So and financial one. So in this case, we only have run one analysis in flow assurance, so we have only one in the rank. So the idea is to have a ranking for all the concepts generated, and then once ranked, we can export this into a PDF report as we have all the information compiled in a folder dedicated to this project. Okay, thanks for watching, and more videos are coming soon, and see you next time. Take care.